Hi, I'm Dawson Newby from Eaton, Colorado. I'm 14 years old and I'm a professional motocross rider. I was about 3 years old, you know, just a normal kid, real little. We owned a boat and skis, wakeboard, that kind of stuff. Went to the lake quite a bit, and one day I just told my dad I wanted a dirt bike.
You know, I had a construction business at the time and we were building homes, and at the time that he came up to us, we were missing a laborer. And so I talked to him about, as a 3-year-old, talked to him about the reality that, you know, bikes are expensive, $800 or $1,000 for a used one, and if he wants it, he's gonna have to earn some money.
So he was like, you know, dirt bikes are expensive, bud, you're gonna have to do something to earn that. And so every day I went out and worked for him, earned a couple more dollars every day. Day
after day, he was always up and ready to go in the morning, ready to go to work, and you know, a week went by and then 2, and we figured, you know, 3 or 4 weeks and he's gonna be done with this. He literally went with me to work every day that summer. I couldn't leave to go to work without him being ready and wanting to go. And at the end of the summer, we had kept track of his time, and he was at like $840 or something crazy. So I looked at his mom and said, we gotta get him a motorcycle. I mean, he's done this all summer long.
Pretty soon, I earned enough money and got my first motorcycle, a little Honda CRF 50.
He hopped on the thing, and I mean, right after just showing him a little bit about it, twisted the throttle wide open, went flying across the field, held it on, got to the end, stomped the rear brake like we'd showed him, kind of slid, came flying right back towards us and kind of slid right into us and said, I like it. And his mom and I kind of looked at each other and thought, wow.
Ever since then, been tearing it up. Once I raced that first race, I knew that I wanted to continue to do this. And pretty soon we got to the 65 class, kept progressing race after race, striving to be the best on the track and be the best that there is.
We've always stressed hard work, training. If this is something you want to do and we're going to help you do it and we're going to spend a lot of money, then you need to do your part, and that means being in shape.
I'd been wanting a 250 for a long time. I just felt like I wanted that extra power kind of. But it was just real hard to move the bike and move the weight around at first, but now I actually started CrossFit. That's helped me a lot with balance, with strength, with the movements and stuff on the bike, being able to throw that bike around. Last year, before the Arena Cross National Finals, we were looking for something better to get me in shape for racing. We were looking for different ideas. I was kind of working out in my basement. A teacher at the high school was one of the trainers here at CrossFit Eaton. And so my dad emailed her, and she said, yeah, you know, it helps you with ability, you know, strength, agility, all that different kind of stuff, balance. And so, you know, my dad was like, well, let's go talk to her, talk to the trainers, and maybe get hooked up in CrossFit. Maybe that'll help you a little bit better on the track. And we came here the first time. It was hard, but I knew that it would help a lot. Differences in Dawson since he started, phenomenal. I mean, he's just stronger, he moves better. I mean, from day one, you know, just everything is so much better, and he works tremendously hard. He'll keep going, you know, with a little motivation. He won't stop, he's not resting, he's working, and I know he's definitely pushing himself physically and mentally here every time he shows up.
Tempted to soften up the rear end a little bit so it'll take some off the front.
Last year at the beginning of the Arena Cross season, he had just begun riding a 250, and he was still riding the 85 and the Super Mini. So we ended up, just like he had set his goal at the beginning of the year, going to Las Vegas to the Arena Cross National Finals. as an 85 open rider, 85 12 to 15 rider, Super Mini, which is a 105 cc bike. He qualified in that class, and then the schoolboy. It's the first time that has ever been done, that somebody qualified on 3 different bikes in 4 classes. And again, it was one of those things that just kind of showcased his versatility and what he was able to do. But the craziest thing for his mom and I is one of those things that he just said he wanted to do. Right now, looking at the AMA's database, he's the only 14-year-old in the United States this year that'll be moving up. There's been some in the past.
I'll be racing the Arena Cross Lights this season in the National Series.
You know, most of those guys are 18 to 28. It's pretty average. It's that same little 3-year-old boy going, I want a motorcycle. And so we've kind of learned over the years when he says, I want to try to do this, it's like we can either help him or, you know, we can rein him back. And so we went for it.
I'm just going to try and be every year just getting better and better, and hopefully by the time I turn 16 or 17, possibly sign with a national arena cross team.
CrossFit's going to be awesome for him. It's going to be a great place to start, and it's been night and day, honestly, since then. In his lap times, his ability to handle the machine, his confidence, it's just been, it's incredible. You know, it's almost unbelievable what we've seen from him.